President Trump's Liberation Day was more like a depression day for the U.S. markets as they tanked more than 3,000 points combined on the next day. Trump announcement of such tariffs on South Pacific countries, China, and the EU. The ripple effect was felt around the world, and did so as it backfired on the U.S. economy. Meanwhile, Fox News, Trump's favorite news media, were trying to ease the minds of its audience by saying to buckle up for the short pain ride as retirees saw their retirement accounts tanked in real time. Such tariffs, as Trump showed on his chart, were also being imposed on an Arctic island inhabited by penguins? Maybe Trump was looking forward to his getaway weekend to play golf at Mar-a-Lago? As nothing else bothers him more than anything to miss his weekend of golf indulgence by wasting $30 million on taxpayer dollars, by the way.
Markets plunged today in the wake of President Trump's announcement of new tariffs. Many stocks had their worst single day since the pandemic in 2020, losing approximately $3 trillion of value.
The Dow dropped more than 1,600 points, or about 4%. The tech-heavy NASDAQ, which helped fuel a market boom over the past year, fell by almost 6%. And the S&P 500, which has fallen for 5 of the last 6 weeks, dropped 4.8%. Foreign leaders around the world denounced the tariffs, and some warned of retaliation and trade wars. A number of leading business groups and experts said the president's action could risk more inflation, stall growth, and even trigger a recession. Our Lisa Desjardins begins our coverage with this report.
On Wall Street, stocks plunged moments after the opening bell, part of a global decline. Foreign markets tumbled overnight in reaction to President Trump's sweeping new tariffs. But the president this afternoon said he wasn't worried, raising the tariffs as a chance to negotiate.
I think it's going very well. The markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom, and the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal?
But from another high-ranking White House advisor, a different take. Senior counselor for trade Peter Navarro told CNBC the tariffs are long-term and not going away tomorrow.
This is not a negotiation. This is not that.
This as headlines across time zones blared immediate reaction, deeply unreasonable, worse than the worst-case scenario, and warning of a global trade war. World leaders, meanwhile, blasted the Trump tariffs from Europe.
President Trump's announcement of universal tariffs on the whole world, including the European Union, is a major blow to the world economy.
To allies in Asia,
we'd requested the U.S. government review its unilateral tariffs. We are extremely disappointed and regret that they've been implemented.
To a prominent competitor.
China firmly opposes this and will take necessary measures to resolutely safeguard its legitimate